Hey, I'm Lee Johnson, and I'm here to talk to you today about credit repair and how you can boost your credit quick. Are you tired of these fucking calls? Are you tired of bill collectors calling you, talking shit, harassing you, trying to muscle you, telling them you owe money, crazy money, fucking outlandish money that you've been owing for 7, 8 years? Man, fuck that. Don't pay that shit. I'm gonna give you some tips today as far as how to fucking get that shit wiped away clean, and it never is gonna affect you. It's almost like taking candy from a baby, to be honest. I'm not here to hustle nobody, but for the longest, the system has been hustling us for years. So fuck it. I'm gonna just give you some perfect fucking tips to help you clean your shit up, get back in the game. Okay. The first fucking thing that you have to do, and you have to take control of the fucking situation. You have to fucking check your credit continuously. You have to check your credit over and over. I'm not saying like every day, but fucking every other week or something, or twice every 2 weeks or something like that. You need to fucking check that shit. You know what I mean? And once you check it, you gauge where you at, and you start going to work. I mean, what basically happens is you're gonna run your fucking credit through these 3 fucking credit bureaus or whatnot, okay? Which they have the rules and guidelines to follow, just like the creditor, right? Once you start getting that taken care of, you can start working away the bullshit that they have on your credit just lingering around, okay? You can take your fucking shit from I've seen it go from a 300 to a 700 in months if you know what the fuck you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna be in a rat race like everybody else. They're gonna keep you on that fucking hamster wheel, and they're gonna keep hustling you and keep trying to make you take your money, keep muscling you, calling you with threatening letters, threatening to garnish your shit. Okay, it's only certain things and certain criterias and situations where they can garnish your payments out of your check or your account or whatever the case may be. Okay, one of them is like tax people. Do not fuck with the IRS. That's the bottom line. That's the main thing. You can't fuck with the IRS. As long as you don't owe the IRS, everything else is pretty much feasible. It's manageable. You can pretty much get that shit taken care of. Sometimes even in instances to where you get student loans removed off your shit. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. I've done it myself. I've done other clients. It was crazy. Okay? So the first fucking thing that you have to do when you doing this shit is you have to fucking find the negative items on your credit. Once you find the negative items on your credit, you start fucking attacking those immediately, okay? One way to do that shit is to fucking, first they need to show you verifiable proof that it's your fucking account, okay? And one reason that a lot of companies are not gonna be able to do this fucking shit is because of one simple factor, right? They're not gonna have the bullshit ass contract that you signed when you first obligated to pay for the shit. That's the first thing, okay? They're not gonna have, in most instances, they're not gonna have that fucking contract. And that's gonna be your prime fucking reasoning as far as disputing that shit or debating the fucking charges that they're telling you that you owe, okay? You're gonna fucking, you keep over and over repetitively having them fucking, keep telling them to send you the fucking original contract with your wet ink signature. Don't tell them to send you a fucking photocopy of some shit, because anybody can photocopy some shit, sign your name, and send it as a fucking copy through a copy machine. You know what I mean? Fraudulent. I used to do that shit with my report card, so I know what the fuck that is. Okay, so never let them keep sending you photocopies of some shit. They're gonna keep saying, well, hey, this is your account or whatever. Okay, well, prove it. God damn it, prove it, motherfucker. Prove it. This is my account. They're not gonna be able to prove it. You wanna know why? Because they don't have that fucking contract. Okay, and that's your whole total argument. You keep requesting that contract with your original wet ink signature. Okay, they're never gonna have it. That's the first thing. Okay, so that right there in itself is gonna get a lot of negative items removed, just knowing that piece of it right there. Okay. Always demand that fucking signature, wet ink signature photocopy with the original documentation. If they can't provide that shit, you need to get that shit gone. Like Parker Lewis, I don't know if you guys remember that. That Parker Lewis shit, yeah, get that shit gone, okay? Be like a fucking toilet paper roll and tear that shit off, is what I'm gonna tell you, okay? The next thing is you need to determine what the fuck you're gonna pay and what you're not gonna pay, okay? I know I use a lot of profanity, but I don't want you to think I'm reading some scripted shit. I just want you to be real and just understand how this shit works. We're not about to sugarcoat shit. I'm not about to sit here and baby talk you. I'm gonna tell you what you need to do to get your shit in order. If not, it's gonna be a bad deal, okay? So I'm not trying to sound scripted or made up or anything like that. I just want you to know that I'm being real, just like your credit is real, and it really is going to determine as far as what you're going to invest in. You know what I mean? What are you willing to invest to get your shit together? It's just like if you were fucking trying to get a beach body or something. You know what I mean? And you look a little flabby or something. Are you going to invest the time in the gym to get your beach body? You know what I mean? Just because I'm talking with this profanity, I got sense too. So I want you to understand that I'm not just going to sell you some bullshit. I'm not just doing some shit for a lot of views. I'm real. That's what I do, okay? So you need to determine what you're going to pay for as far as this credit shit. Again, me, I'm real. So guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not paying you shit. You're not getting shit. Prove beyond a reasonable doubt. It's my fucking account. If you can't, you need to get that shit off of my record, okay? This is one of the main things that you can do real quick, and it'll boost your credit tremendously within days, okay? Trade lining. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the term, but trade lining is another form of saying piggybacking, or pretty much getting to be an authorized user or partnering up with somebody else that already has good credit in order to make your credit go up, okay? And one way that you can do that is find somebody you trust, find somebody that trusts you, of course, and you let them become, or they let you become an authorized user on their account, okay? You'll sign a document. It's just a pretty much over the phone conversation real quick. They can put you on as an authorized user, okay? At which point you'll be an authorized user on their credit. Their credit history will reflect on yours, and every time that they get a monthly bill or they post some kind of, they get some kind of statement every month, that will reflect on your credit, and that will cause you to get good credit, okay? That's a way to do it quickly, a lot of points in a hurry, within maybe 10 to 15 business days, if you will, okay? It just really depends on when that person's statement posts, okay? So, again, I'm gonna be real. I'm not about to come here and sugarcoat you and sell you a bunch of bullshit. I'm not about to try to sell you a bunch of false or frivolous information. You know what I mean? I want to help the economy. I don't want to see our shit fucked up. Our shit has been fucked up for years, so it's time for somebody to come out here and do some shit positive that helps everybody's culture, not just one race, not just whatever. I'm trying to help everybody's culture. That's what the fuck I'm about. I'm about that real shit. You know, my grandma always telling me everybody is equal. You love everybody. So this content is for everybody that needs to hear it, okay? If your shit is fucked up, get it together. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much plain and simple. That's the bottom line as far as the best I can give it to you. You need to get your shit together. I do a lot of videos and tutorials on financial repair and just different things like that. That's my background. I gotta have a solid foundation in business. Just please take this content, let it soak up. You soak it up like a sponge. I know if you take this stuff and you do it right, you can pretty much get what you want. I mean, you don't fucking, it's way easier to obtain a fucking $100,000 in credit than it is in cash any day, okay? So that's the first thing you need to know or whatever. And peace, much love, you know what I mean? Subscribe to our channel. We out there on YouTube platforms, Instagram. Make sure that you follow us, and I'll continue to give you this good financial information, and you can take it and put it together, and you can own cars, businesses, whatever you want to own. So peace, much love. Thanks. First thing that you need to do is you need to check your credit, and you need to check it off. And you can't fuck around with this part. You have to stay on top of continuously checking your credit. Make sure it's FICO score, TransUnion, Equifax, or Experian. All those are official credit reports. Anything else that's not what I mentioned, bullshit. So they will give you an inaccurate reading. Make sure you check your credit and you check it often. Sometimes these companies are ripping us off, okay? So at which point you need to determine what you are going to pay and what you're not going to pay, okay? Sometimes they'll say that you owe a lot of just different money, and they'll be putting a lot of just interest charges on it, and you can start off owing $1,000, but by the time that they're done with their documentation and their reports, you'll be at $2,000, okay? So what you need to do is you need to determine what you're going to pay and what you're not going to pay. Some instances to where you are submitting disputes into the credit bureaus and the creditors or whatever, they will not be able to provide you with that documentation, like I was just talking about. They will not be able to provide you with that documentation. They're not going to have it. They're going to sit up and say how you owe all these miscellaneous charges or whatnot. And in some instances, it might be your account. But if they can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that it's your account with that original documentation, they have to delete that off your credit report, okay, by law. Fair Credit Act. Read it yourself. Okay? Google it. You don't have to take my word for it. Research your research, okay? And determine if what I'm telling you is accurate. And I know it is because I've dealt with this on many levels, many different clients, I've seen people go from 300 credit scores to 700. You just have to be consistent. You just have to be persistent. You have to maintain and just keep pushing, okay? Anything that's worth having, you have to keep pushing, and it really is going to determine what does your credit mean to you. What are you willing to invest in your credit in order to get it in the right direction? It's the same as when you go to the gym and you want to get a beach body or something like that. What are you going to invest at the gym? It's the same with your health or whatever. What are you willing to invest with your health? It's what some people want to invest a lot of money within their house. Some people want to invest a lot of money within their car. What are you going to invest to be able to get your credit to the top? And you know as well as I know that it's way easier to obtain $100,000 in credit than it is $100,000 in cash sometimes. So take this information, use it wisely, and you should be good to go. The second thing you need to do when you're dealing with this shit is you have to find and locate the negative and derogatory marks, okay? At which point you find and you locate the negative and derogatory marks and you start addressing those negative and derogatory marks, okay? And the way you address them is you dispute the charges, you dispute the shit. Make them prove beyond a reasonable doubt, this is my account. You have all the proper documentation stating that this is my account, at which point you can forward me that information. I can look it over and determine if it's really my information, okay? If they can't provide you with that by law, they have to remove those negative and derogatory marks, okay? Collection agencies, late payments, missed payments, any of that BS, you have to get that taken care of and you have to get it addressed immediately, okay? If you can get it addressed and you can get it taken care of and you can get the proper wording and the proper documentation submitted in, by law, they will delete it if they cannot find and determine what it is that you're looking for.